Alright, we're tackling Stage 8 in the version 1.5 Memory of Chaos Part 2 with the Sedition of Imbibitor Lunae buff. Anyways, Team 1 is going to be Don Hong, Herda, Yukon, and March 7th. Team 2 is going to be another fire team with Fire Trailblazer, Gwenevin, Hook, and Asta. And before I forget, I'm just going to quickly switch this guy back to his real light cone. Fortunately, they're kind of swapping between swordplay here. It's just kind of the best light cone for the later stages. Outside of 5 stars, so yeah. Anyways, we just activate all of our buffs here. Yeah, we'll start with March 7th actually. This can kind of deal with the minions. Which, yeah, would have liked them to be frozen, but whatever. The boss being frozen was a little unexpected, if I'm being honest. Let's generate a skill point now. I'll freeze these guys real quick, just so they're not as much of an issue. And the boss is going to summon some minions, which is really great for us. I'll have Don Hong focus on the boss more. Quickly weakness break him. This, we don't get him below 50%, but whatever. Ah, they hit so hard, man. And don't regenerate enough energy. That is pitiful. Anyways, since these minions are still alive, theoretically we would have had a lot of good fodder for Herda. I'll just quickly throw this out. Ah, okay. Well, that sucks. I wanted to use Yukon's ult before Herda's. There we go. We'll have Don Hong finish this boss off sometime. There. And then the only minions on the field are these guys, and they're pretty much dead. So I'll just basic attack this one and basic attack this one. Save our ults for this fight. Once again, we're going to focus on Shapeshifter. He's just a much scarier enemy because he does a lot of damage. And yeah, Voidranger is kind of easy to deal with. He's a really early boss, so he's not super complex, honestly. I don't really need Don Hong's skill, if I'm being honest, so I can do this, into this, into this, into these. A Don Hong skill would have been nice, but I didn't need it, I guess I'll say.
The truth of life and death.
Downside of this team is we don't really have anyone to proc Don Hong's passive, which really sucks. But we'll survive. Honestly, I'm not super concerned about March getting sniped. She has enough defense to actually tank that. We'll use her ult here. Fortunately, Yukon has a really high ult energy cost, so she's not regenerating it super quickly.
The truth of life and death. Revealed in an
I don't want to risk that. That won't die damage over time. It would hurt otherwise. Yeah, March 7's fine.
I've no interest in.
Okay, great, paid off. Unfortunately, we don't have. Don Hong's gonna move and tie. Maybe. There, let's use this, and then we can freeze the boss. And it'll be much less of an issue. I do need to put more effect hit rate on my Herda so she can actually land the freezes more consistently. And this thing's dead to damage over time. 288 health. That is pitiful. Okay, so now, as usual, just throw the fireworks. I got one that landed on the boss at least. Not the worst outcome, I guess. Yeah, I can afford it. I could have at least spread to one more unit for one more stack. Whatever. Now, this is honestly the most damage we'll probably take. The second wave isn't super damaging, just because a lot of the damage actually comes from these minions, surprisingly. And I don't know why I was targeted on that thing. That's dead to DOT. Guess we'll just focus on the boss. Going out of our way to hit this thing would be a... I was slow. Honestly, you can call this a wasted ult, but it's the only thing that's going to deal damage. Oh, this boss is so dead to damage over time. I'll just Oh, it doesn't move till next turn. I thought it was Hook's turn. That is a mistake. No, I am surprised by how much damage Hook's basic attack does. Just always surprises me. Anyways, I'm gonna focus Svarog. He's the more annoying enemy. Mainly just the hand he summons. It's not as scary as his simulated universe hands. That can be deadly still. Okay, great. That is 4 stacks. Fire Kiss immediately. I'll just head start this a bit. Okay. Yeah, I'll use this. Then I'll use this on her. Okay. Now it's just one of those games where everyone finally decides to target Trailblazer, which I'm never gonna complain over. And yeah, this stage is not too difficult at all. I'm surprised by how scary Svarog isn't. Yeah, I think that Svarog dies to DOT once we use all this, even if he doesn't die to the damage itself. And that will just kill the hand. But if not, we do still have at least one damage dealer. Oh, and it hit Trailblazer. Honestly, surprised by how consistent this was. This pretty much turned out the exact same as it did the first time I ran it. Let's kill Svarog here. Oh, or both. And yeah, that was an easy enough stage 8. I do love the fire team. Honestly, Hanya's a great unit and all, but Gwenfen's just been such an amazing unit. And she's just elevated the fire team to such high heights. Anyways, I'm gonna mute now and show off the units and all that, and thank you for watching. Tune in to the next video, coming out tomorrow.